inspired. I'm inspired. Hey, warrior mind lifestyle. I am on a mental diet.
What's happening, guys? How's it going? My name is Sumit Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy, and I'm a flow state coach, which means that I help you feel better and perform better. I'm out here penny boarding on the roof today. Woo! Let's get it, actually. Let's get it. So today I wanted to talk about how to deal with negative people, okay? Basically, when you're dealing with toxic, negative people, you want to think of them as emotional extremists, okay? Tongue terrorists. Basically, they want a reaction from you. Bullies and negative people want a reaction from you. So when you don't give them a negative reaction, when you don't lash out, when you don't give them the complete opposite of their energy, it diffuses the situation, right? It diffuses that negative energy. So I want to give you a few examples, right? So the first thing you want to do is you want to deflect slightly. You want to blend and deflect. Okay, blend and deflect. So you take their negative energy. Imagine that you're like a dragon, right? And you take all of their fire and you just... You imagine swallowing it whole and spitting it out as something completely different. So this is 4 ways to deal with negative people. First way, blend and deflect, okay? Take what they're telling you and basically give it back to them. Take what they're telling you and deflect the situation, right? Blend, absorb, and deflect like a ninja, right? Like a complete ninja, a samurai, Kung Fu Panda style. You take what they tell you, this is horrible. You go, hey, you're right, it could use some improvement. Right? You don't go, no, this is incredible, what are you talking about? Right? That would be you lashing out. That's what they want. They want to hear that from you. They want you to go complete opposite. They want to go fire versus fire. So you got to be water in this case. You got to be flow. You take what they tell you and you deflect it back. If they go, are you stupid? You go, maybe I am. I'm not so sure about that one. Right? You don't react, basically. The reaction isn't there. You're not giving them that much. You're not giving them the reaction that they so badly crave, okay? Negative and toxic people, they withhold information, right? They isolate themselves. They constantly want to one-up you because they feel insecure. They have a low self-esteem, right? So they have self-doubt, and they make you feel the self-doubt instead of their own self-doubt. So they're like mirrors in a sense, right? So that's the first thing. That's the first technique I want to give you. Now, the second technique, actually let's get on this penny board before I tell you the second one. The second technique I would tell you is to simplify. Why? Because the mind of a negative person is super chaotic, right? It's super complicated. And so, if you can simplify something and say it back to them, it's going to basically make them ponder it in a different light, right? They're going to see it from a different perspective. So if you're like, well, and then he told me this, and then I came over there, and then they didn't know what I said, and then I can't believe that was working for them, and when I said that, and then... Oh, so you just talk to them. They go, yeah, I talked to them, and then what happened was they never give me the respect that I deserve, and when that happens, then I remember the last time that... So you want to be respected. Okay? So this is what you're doing. Okay? You're summarizing their chaos in their mind. You're summarizing the nonsense that's up in their cranium. Okay? There's a lot of confusion in there. So you summarize that, you state it back to them in a way that they can easily understand it. You're simplifying their over-chaotic mind for them. Their negativity is getting them threatened, right? It's getting them to challenge themselves, and they're in protection mode. right? They want to feel safe, and they want to feel like they're appreciated. So this simplification process, and just stating it back, summary, right, Spark Notes version, will get them to ponder it very differently. It'll actually get them to calm down a little bit. You can see them going from fight or flight mode into rest and digest, okay, when you simplify. Wait, let me actually go into the light. That's the third step, actually. Bring them into the light, okay? Actually, though, okay, they're Siths. They're on the dark side, okay? You as a flow state Jedi, you're going to have to get them into the light. Come into the light, brother. Come into the light, sister. Okay, don't be here spewing this negativity. Try and see this from a different light. So, how do you get someone into the light? You help them win, one. You help them see results, and you help them win. Number two, give them references of when they've done it in the past, right? How they've succeeded in the past. So if they can do it once, they can do it again, right? What are some other ways of getting them into the light? You remind them of their greatness. You appreciate something about them, right? So if they're trying to solve a problem, basically you remind them how great of a problem solver they are, right? Like, man, I can't get rid of this problem, man. It's so freaking annoying, and they're complaining. You basically tell them, you keep it real, man. And what I appreciate about you is you can always solve these problems. Whenever they come into your life, I know it. I just know it. You just solve them so easily, and you're gonna figure it out, brother. You know, you're gonna figure this out. So, give them that certainty, give them that appreciation, and bring them a little bit into the light. Okay? Basically, what you're doing is you're creating a self-fulfilling prophecy in their own mind, right? You're downloading it into their own head. You're creating a placebo effect of a winning streak in their mind. Fourth thing you can do to deal with negative people, don't deal with them. Okay? Don't deal with them. Why are you dealing with them? You basically, you ignore or you distance yourself from that energy, okay? Basically, you train yourself to not get attached to their storylines, not get attached to their dramas. Understand, when they're being dramatic, you say, hey, you're such an expressive person, right? So reframe, right? Constantly reframe. That's the last one I want to leave you with. Just reframe their reality, okay? When they're bringing you negativity, you bring them positivity. And that positivity actually pisses them off more. However, you know, you're bringing them into the light, all right? So you're not going to stay there. If you, by chance, enter into their negativity, you're going to go on the downward spiral with them. Trust me on this. Misery loves company. There's not just one bad guy. There's not one villain in this movie. There's thousands of villains, and they hang out together in some secret lab somewhere, okay? And misery loves company. That's what I want to tell you. All right? So, negative people just hurt people. You know what I mean? So just don't classify it as negative at times. Just give them the compassion to soothe their hurt, in a sense. What can soothe their hurt? Being present with them. Just basically watching them, right? Just watching their body language, watching them tense up. And holding space for them, being the container of space for them. Okay, and reframing. That's what I was going to tell you, the last thing, right? Reframing. When you can reframe that negative reality, when you can say, hey, that's not a threat, this is a challenge, and I know you're not one person to step down from a challenge, brother. Let's say, oh man, this is such a painful experience, right? Because it's painful for you, you're also going to be growing, right? These are growing pains. This is a process of your evolution, right? Something like that. Practice reframing. It's not an easy thing. As a coach, for me, it's quite easy, you know, because I've been doing it for so many years. But it's definitely not easy, right? Especially when they drag you down with their negativity. They give you stuff on a platter. They're like, fix this for me. They're like, do this. Especially if they're a boss or someone on a higher up position than you. Then it could get extra complicated, right? But that's why the simplification process helps too, because you're just stating things back to them. I've noticed that that's really helpful, right? Because their mind is so full of this chaos. You want to bring some order into the chaos, right? You want to be the Apollo energy that diffuses that Dionysus intoxication energy, right? So yeah, I hope this video helps you out today. I'm going to be penny boarding a little bit more here on this roof. I'm having fun. I'm having fun today. I'm tapped in. yeah, guys, I'm going to be a Silver Surfer for a little bit, but I'll catch you guys later on another video, okay? Make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions, definitely shoot it to me over on Instagram. Let me know in the comments below how you personally deal with negative people and what's helped for you. Maybe you can help some other people out on this channel too with your advice. So I'd appreciate that too, all right? Let me know your interpretation and your suggestions, brother or sister watching, all right? Have an incredible day. May the flow be with you and stay legendary. See you next time.